Let me ask about Arctic then. When you look at international scientific cooperation, really the Arctic is this emerging area where I think it's clear we need to see greater cooperation. Many of the research needs in the region cross political borders or are in more international spaces. What level of cooperation does DOE have through the Office of International Affairs with other Arctic nations, including Russia, on Arctic research, and what can we do to really build that out even further?
Thank you again for the question. It is a very important time indeed for a focus on the Arctic in that the United States has just this year assumed a 2-year chair of the Arctic Council, as you will be well aware. That role is led by the State Department, Admiral Papp. We at DOE, however, participate very actively in the energy-related discussions that go on in that context. You'll be aware, I believe, that the National Petroleum Council was asked by Secretary Moniz to engage in a study looking at issues surrounding prudent development of energy in the Arctic, and those results were released about 6 weeks ago. We're also engaged in some very interesting collaborations at an early stage with our Canadian and actually also with our Mexican colleagues. I alluded to the very dramatic changes that have been happening in the North American context, and that also includes our neighbors to the north and the south. We are interested in looking at energy systems for isolated communities. It is just as applicable in a village setting in Alaska or in the Canadian North as it is in places elsewhere around the world far away, in Africa, in South Asia. The key is to focus on cost reductions for hybrid, renewable and fossil fuel energy systems and microgrids. This is an area where we see lots of opportunity for productive international collaborations. And it's something that we think has a lot of promise, not only in the North American context, but also elsewhere.
Well, we would certainly agree with that, and would invite you to come up to Alaska to see some of the very innovative things that we're doing just with that, with the microgrid.
Please tell me where I sign.
I will let you know. Fishing season is on. Senator Cantwell.